Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Mary, and I want to say thank you to my new subscribers and of course to all of my old subscribers for coming back and joining me. Today I want to take a look at Joe Biden's ratings. For a while now they've been getting lower and lower and lower, and I just want to know what's going on. You know, what is he... Well, I'll say this. What do the people really feel? Those numbers, those polling rating numbers or whatever they're doing, they don't tell us what people are really thinking. They just let us know that his ratings are low. So, I want Spirit to tell me, Spirit, why is this happening exactly? Give me the inside scoop on Joe Biden and his ratings among the people. What's going on with Joe Biden and how people are feeling about him since he's been in office? The people that voted him in, how are people feeling about him now and why? That was a Queen of Swords, so I'm just going to keep shuffling for a minute here. Spirit, what is it you can tell me about how people are feeling about Joe Biden right now? His ratings. What are people thinking, Spirit? How are people feeling? All right. Okay. First two cards that jumped out, the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Those swords are all about mental clarity, a need for resolution, and I think that people are feeling that since Biden has been in office, and I'll show you the cards here, there has been no decisive moves made to make things any better. And it's kind of like he's sitting there like, you know, this is it. See that sword that's stuck there in that plate? It's like, this is it. This is the way it is. You know, I'm leaving. I am clear on what I want to do, and things are the way that they are. And then, of course, this is the Ace of Swords. Now, this particular card is about new beginnings. But I see that crow sitting there, and it makes me think that the beginnings, the new beginnings, haven't been that great for him or the people since he's been in office. Okay, so let's see. What else are people thinking about right now concerning Joe Biden? Spirit. Okay, we have the Devil card. We have the Devil card here. I feel like with this card, people are feeling a little bit stuck. It's like they feel like they're being controlled you know, they're being restricted, in which on many levels that's true, because now that he's gotten into office, well, since he's gotten into office, there's been these mandates and things that's going on, and they feel restricted. People feel like they don't have a lot of room to do the things that they need to do, or the things that they used to do. And you can see here, it's like people, like, you know, people are feeling like they're encased in these, between these walls, and there's only so far you can go and only so much you can do. And yeah, so people are feeling really limited, and they've been feeling that way since he's been put in office. Okay, let's see what else. And you know, as I look at this Devil card too, it's like it brings you back to the mask and everything, you know. Feeling restricted. When he came into office, he said, or before he got into office, it was like, oh, no mandates, no mask mandates, you know, this kind of thing. And fine, people were willing to go along with the mask for a while. Some people were, but then it got deeper, and people were feeling really enclosed and alone and that kind of thing. That's the feeling that I'm getting from this Devil card here. Okay. What else are people thinking, Spirit, concerning Joe Biden? Why are his numbers so low at this point? And next card up is Temperance. Now, you can see all the water around her. She's trying to keep things balanced. People are emotional about the way things have turned out. They feel out of balance, and they basically, it's like they can't get grounded. It's hard for people to get grounded since his time in office. And it's been a very, very emotional ride. They don't know which way to go. They are feeling, you know, like they're not getting the guidance. They're not getting the guidance that they need, that they expected. They want to come back down to the way things were. Of course, we know that won't happen, but at least they want to just touch ground and feel some kind of structure, some kind of security, which they are not feeling at this time. Okay. Okay, what else, Spirit, can you tell me about the people are thinking? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. And people are worried about their money. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? They're trying to figure out their finances. And as they look at what's happening at the White House, they can't see anything getting any better for them. As a matter of fact, they feel very insecure. They don't, it's like things have been just taken out from under them. Some people have lost their homes, and this is not what they were planning for when he came into office. Their home, their finances. Nobody planned for this kind of thing. So people are hurting. They're struggling right now. Okay, what else, Spirit, can you tell me about his ratings? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups here. And you can see this knight. He's just standing there holding that cup. And this particular knight, he's about the relationships, making offers and that kind of thing. It's, I'm sure during the campaign, Biden said a lot of things to people to get elected. And basically with this particular knight, it's like you can see the papers at the bottom there. It's like, yeah, I said that, but I'm not. I've changed the rules now. I'm not living by what I said I would do. You can just throw that all out now. And this particular knight, he's the one that always makes these offers. He makes these emotional offers to you. As a matter of fact, the people, I'm sure when the people were voting, they were voting with their emotions because of everything they had been through for the last 4 or 5 years. And they were ready to get from under that particular regime. And so they were willing to listen to what Mr. Biden said. And like I said, this particular night, he tells you all the good things you want to hear. He did all that he could to build a relationship with the people. And then after he got in office, it seems like all of that just was thrown away, as you see the papers down there at the bottom. He just let it all go. It's like, I know that you voted for me. It was all emotional for you guys. But no, not for me. I just, made you the offers. I told you certain things. I told you there would be no mandates and that kind of thing. And now, all of a sudden, you've lost your jobs. I'm forcing you to do certain things that you may not want to do. And but I can do that. I'm president. That's how this knight is. That's how he thinks. Okay? And that's what the people are feeling about him. Like, yeah, you're in office now. We all went out and made an emotional decision thinking we were doing the right thing. And now we've lost everything. Okay? Okay, so next up is Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles are about boundaries. And in this particular case, I'm feeling that people believe that Biden has overstepped his boundaries. He's overstepped his boundaries. He's there in the White House making all these decisions, all these rules for people. People are losing their freedom. even freedom of speech. You know, so much has happened that was not expected when he came into office. And, you know, it's like I said, people are being forced to do things that they don't want to do. So they feel like they see him as just being in office, making all these rules and regulations because he can. So that's, you know, one of the reasons that, besides people losing their livelihoods and that kind of thing, that's why his ratings are down. Let's see what else. Okay, we have the King of Cups. Now, for me, Biden shows up as the King of Cups in my readings. So, in this particular one, it's like the people around him, some of them are having a good time. Some of them, you know, it looks like the majority of them are, you know, like the good old boys club. It's like the good old boys club. They're making these rules and regulations, and they're just, you know, having a good old time. They're drinking, you know, just enjoying themselves, doing whatever they want to do. And he's at the head of the table there, just going along with whatever they say. Okay? And when I say they say, it could be, who knows, certain people that are trying to make money. The people that are trying to make money, he knows who they are, and if we think just a little bit, we will know who they are too. So they're trying to get people to do things, and a lot of times it's just for the money. And it's, you know, when we voted him in, you know, he seemed like an emotional, caring kind of person, but it seems like things have changed since he's gotten into office. He's not as caring and emotional as he portrayed himself to be. Okay, let's see what else, Spirit. I have the Four of Swords here, and we can see there's a lady laying there. Women in particular have had to, you know, lose their positions, go home. They're not able to do anything because, of course, they have to take care of the children. So he's pretty much things, and I'm not saying that he's done this all on his own, but since he's been in office, women have, you know, lost their jobs. They've had to come home. You know, they had the jobs because they needed to help out with their families or whatever. And some women, of course, just wanted to work. They don't have that option anymore. So they're just, you know, basically sitting back with that all that blue around. I see them trying to get truth and clarity. They're getting clear about what's happened to them. It's like pretty much if they do get back into the labor force, it's like they're going to have to start all over. A lot of the people have been, you know, went to school for so many years, and now their jobs have been taken away and that kind of thing. So they're coming, people, especially women, which was a big part of his voting bloc. They're getting clear and truth on some things. Okay? And what is Spirit? Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. People are worried. People are really worried about their future under Biden. Their futures are not looking good under Biden, and people are staying up worried. They're worried. They can't sleep at night. And this is for everyone, unless you're in that higher, you're one of those people that don't need your jobs. You can do without a job, it doesn't matter. Your livelihood is not going to be affected as long as Biden is making the decisions that he's making. But for the majority of the people, they're very worried. They don't know what's going to happen next. Okay? They don't know if their job is going to be on the chopping block next for whatever reason. Okay? Let's see what else. We have the Nine of Cups here. And as you can see, out of all these cards, this is one of the brighter cards. And people realize that a lot of the merchants are the ones that are benefiting from this kind of thing, from Biden's mandates and all of the things that have happened since he's been in office. As you can see on these cups, again, there's skeletons that are on the cups that she's holding. So it's like people people are dissatisfied with the way things have been going on with the pandemic. They feel alone. People are drinking more. They're doing things that they would not have done before this happened because people have, their emotions are coming up and they're feeling like depressed and that kind of thing. So they have to do something. A lot of people will do things to alleviate those feelings. And on the other hand, you have those people that 1% of people that they're happy with the way things are going because the money is coming into them. So you have two sides of that coin. The people, the majority of the people are taking things, doing things in a negative way because their lives have been turned upside down. They don't feel like they're in control. They feel like there is some hidden agendas going on. They feel like they have to make these choices in order to keep things going, in order to keep their families together. So they feel like the decisions that they used to make on their own for themselves, about themselves and their families, has been taken away from them because of some kind of cover-up. That's what I'm getting from this Nine of Cups here. And they're feeling like they're at the end of their rope. They're at the end of their rope. This 9 is getting pretty close to this, to 10. Okay? So they really are feeling unstable. And they're letting their voices be heard by with the low ratings. Okay. Pull another card. The next card we have up is the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Now, this card tells me that people are becoming wise. They are using their intuition. They know that they're feeling like there's some secrets going on that they're not privy to. So therefore, again, they're letting their voices be heard. People have tapped in. People have opened their eyes. People are using their intuition. They're really thinking about what is going on. What is going on? Why are things happening the way that they're happening? And maybe all of it is not the president's fault, but in some sense, not in some sense, but we all know that he's the head of the country. He makes the decisions the way he wants to make them. We don't get a choice. And so they feel like things have been hidden from them. So they're lashing back. What else, Spirit? I'm just going to pull a couple more cards here and see. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune. People's fortunes have changed. People no longer feel like secure. They don't feel like they have any luck going forward. They feel like institutions are, corporations, that kind of thing, that they are making all the decisions for their lives. Now, sometimes this card comes up and it's like it's fated. What's happening is fated. And maybe it is. Maybe it is fated. Maybe we are being asked to look at, maybe Spirit is asking us to look at the way we have been living our lives. So he gives us, Spirit gives us 45. And then Spirit gives us Biden. And one is doing things, one did things one way, and the other did things another way. But the results are still the same. The results are still the same. So, maybe it is fated. Maybe it's time for people to wake up and realize that we need to take our fate, or we need to take our lives into our own hands. And that vote that was given to Biden, people are thinking about it. What good? What did it do me to give my vote to Biden, or to anyone for that matter? It's really about we the people being responsible for our own lives. Okay? And as I'm saying that, I get the Hermit here. The Hermit. People are at that stage where they're analyzing everything now. As I said, we were first given Trump, and now Biden. Nothing's changed. Nothing at all. Some people have gotten rights, while others who needed rights have not been given anything. And as I say that, I think about the black community. The black community. Whereas for decades, the men have been imprisoned, crack has been in the neighborhoods, even as we look at the indigenous people, in which some of them are black also, but I'll say what we call the Indians. Alcohol was given to them, drugs in the neighborhoods, that kind of thing. And we've been asking for equality for the longest, but then certain groups get to come in to the country. They get the money, our taxpayers' money. They get to live better than the people who have been here and helped build the country. So people are really analyzing those things, and they're really thinking about those things, because it is time for people to step up and take care of themselves. Because the people who, why would people, if you're keeping them in power, with them giving you promises, why would they need to change? And I think this is what people are seeing now. And with the Republican president, 45, things were bad. And it seems like with 46, things are no better. So I think people are really, this Hermit, he's looking out. He's thinking, he's walking along the beach. He's emotional, like most people are at this time, in which I think that as we analyze these things and what's been going on, it's time for us to get out of our emotions and get clarity and find resolutions and be more decisive about what it is we want and who it is we want to give all this power to. We've given power to people to rule over us and tell us what to do. So I think that another reason why his ratings are so low is that people are waking up. They're looking at things and they're seeing that they're not progressing. Things are being taken away from them again. for the most part, the people that are in the minority are getting hurt the worst. Okay, so pull one more card here. Thank you guys for hanging in here with me. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. And I have to say thank you, Spirit, for this last card. There is going to be, and I'm getting chills on this, a new beginning. This is going to wake people up. What has happened in the last 6 years, 7 years? We're seeing that people are waking up, and there's going to be a new beginning. We had to go through whatever this is that we're going through in order for us to wake up. To wake up. Spirit is handing us this cup. Spirit is handing us this cup and saying, it's time. It is time for us to start that new beginning. That new beginning. The truth is coming in now. Things are going to be more clear. It's not going to happen overnight. But I believe that as people wake up and understand that we are responsible. We are responsible. We have to take back our rights. We are free people. We are free people. We're not here to be controlled. We're here to help, to heal, to be happy. In the last few years, the total opposite has happened. And I thank Spirit for giving me such a beautiful card for the ending of this message. So, why is Biden's rating so low now? Because we the people, we are waking up. And we, the people, we know now what we need to do. Thank you so much.